Memphis, Tennessee, the destination for the Nuggets.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner...
And like everyone... GA, I'm looking forward to the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, we have a pair of the best centers in the NBA. Points in the paint will be a key number tonight.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Castle is out there with Holiday. Then it's Griffin. Then there's Devin Vassell. And it's Duren in at the 5 down low. From 12 feet out. Antetokounmpo, no good. On the wing, Holiday. Here's Duren. And Duren slams it in.
Well, physical play by Duren at the rim, which doesn't allow much room for interference.
Allen, a screen on Griffin. And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. Shoots over Griffin. Antetokounmpo, no good. And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. And it's Vassell in the corner. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin.
Well, Vassell has the range to create a lot of trouble at the arc.
Pass to Allen. Nice move. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Grizzlies shooting their first free throws of the game.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
And he makes the first.
The jumper of Ray Allen is obviously just unreal, but that comes with practice and repetition. Ray puts up thousands of shots every day, perfecting his craft.
Ray Allen hits them both.
Well, you see why teams try to avoid fouling him. You're basically giving away points.
A premier offense for the Nuggets, but defensively, Stan, there has been some slippage.
Well, they've had to make some tough financial decisions, letting some of their defensive-minded veterans depart in free agency over the years. They got to wonder who will step up, but it often takes young players a little longer at the defensive end.
Now here's Giannis. And the double up on Antetokounmpo. Pass to Demon. That's Laura's screen on Griffin. 5 on the clock. Shoots from the right block. And Kessler with a nice bucket inside.
Well, when you have the size Kessler has, you just want them to keep giving you the ball inside like that.
Here's Castle. Allen defending. Duran against Kessler. Duran the pass to Griffin. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. And here's Antetokounmpo outside. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for Denver. There's the lob to Duran. And Duran slams it in.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Here's Demon. Pass to Allen. Makes it off the glass.
Has the pure athleticism. Allen gets it done inside.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Well, I had a chance to talk with the head coach of the Grizzlies. I asked Coach directly about his thoughts on facing Drew Holiday. We have to keep an eye on him at all times, Coach admitted, saying defense is where he has me most worried. He can be so disruptive. We really have to keep the ball away from him. Sounds like they'll try to avoid Holiday altogether on the offensive end. Back over to you.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. Here's Giannis. The Nuggets hitting the bucket.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. And once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
Holiday surveying the floor. Pass to Vassell. 6 on the shot clock. Duran. And Duran slams it in.
Nice pass inside, making things easy for him now.
On the wing, Giannis. Memphis moving it around. Nobody near Allen. And he hits it to tie the game up. Allen's got 7 points.
And this is Allen's game. One of the quickest releases we've ever seen. Amazing shooting off that pass.
Here's Vassell. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Drills the three-pointer.
Dude, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now, here's Vassell. He's got 5. And Duran slams it in.
Moving well. Duran working in the two-man game.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Aaron Sharp, he's checked in for Walker Kessler. Andrew Wiggins comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Matisse Thybulle's checked in for McDaniels. And Ball subbed in for Demon. Big group substitution here for Denver. Diabate's checked in. Buzelis comes in for Griffin. Isaiah Joe, he's checked in for Castle. Young is subbed in for Drew Holiday. Now here's Wiggins. Takes it inside. Thibault kicks the ball. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And there's never been a question about LaMelo's handles. There's a lot he can do with the ball in his hands.
Greg, you talk about some players passing the eye test. LaMelo is one of those guys.
I mean, everything he does looks so easy with how he moves, and the numbers back up what the eye sees. He raises the level of his team whenever he's on the court.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Quentin Grimes is checked in for Ray Allen. And Denver with a change here, too. Kelly Oubre's checked in for Vassell. That's good from Ball. Here's Young. To the paint. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Well, that's Trae Young's strength, working that pick and roll to perfection.
The Nuggets shooting their first foul shot of the game.
At the line for one.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Memphis. They trail by one. Pass to Sharp. So nice passing there by Memphis. Sharp sets the pick for Wiggins. Just 5 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
And so it's Memphis with it. Thibault can't get it to go. To the inside. Diabate.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Sharp the pass to Ball. Sharp trying to break free. Ball with the bucket. That's 7 points for LaMelo Ball.
And he's really a smart offensive player. You have to respect Ball's strong sense for when to take that jump.
Now here's Oubre. Still without a basket. Ball against Young. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Ball. Young's shot is off. The Grizzlies have gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. Wiggins finds Thibault. Outside, Ball. And a miss there on the triple. The Nuggets leading. Oubre outside. Pass to Buzelis. On its way from Young for 2. The rebound by LaMelo Ball.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Sharp the pass to Wiggins. Buries the long-range jumper. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
And pretty consistent from range. Wiggins has the natural tools to do a little bit of everything.
Young against Ball. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. LaMelo Ball picks one up. And Stan, you think about the skill level of Trae Young. What makes him, in your opinion, such a tough cover?
Well, I think the best thing about Trae Young, Kevin, is as much of a scorer he is, he's even better as a passer. And so it's hard to commit a second defender to Trae Young all the time because he will find the open people and create great shots for his team.
He's perfect from the line this time.
Well, guys, what I love about Young is you cannot break his will. Great mental and emotional toughness.
Now, here's Ball. He's got 7. Offline with his 3.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Here's Diabate.
Precise delivery on the pass. Led him perfectly.
54 seconds left here in the first quarter. Deep 2 from Ball. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
Ball shooting for might not be textbook, but all that matters is that it's effective.
Pass to Diabate. Now here's Oubre. He's guarded by Grimes. He lobs up the alley-oop pass and stolen by Sharp. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Thibault the pass to Wiggins, and he gets it to go. Wiggins has got 5 points so far.
And flashing some real toughness inside. Wiggins can finish plays that others simply can't.
Now Young, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
And Ball puts up a deep 3. Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Grizzlies out in front, leading by just 2. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Grizzlies.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And one other thing they've done well today, guys, share the ball. I mean, set up teammates and just playing unselfishly.
Antetokounmpo out there with Jaden McDaniel. Then it's Allen. Then there's Walker Kessler. And it's Ball in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Now, here's Vassell. Here's Griffin. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And there's the length of Giannis. Bad idea to even attempt to get that shot over.
Glad we got the chance to see that remarkable rejection.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Here's Griffin. Scoreless thus far. Ball feeling it out a bit. Memphis moving that ball around. Allen kicks to McDaniels. To the middle. Here's Antetokounmpo. Allen for 3. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. And now a 7-point Memphis lead. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Giannis Antetokounmpo is embracing his emotional leadership role. He said, before I was really serious and quiet, now I'm more vocal, smiling, having fun. It carries over. I love to lead by example, but I know that my voice carries a lot of weight. Guys?
It sure does. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Down low, and stolen by Castle. There's the lob to Duran. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Well, as a lob partner, Duran's exactly what you want. He really goes and gets it.
Giannis outside. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Holiday. Ball, the pass to Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And Antetokounmpo slamming it down there, using his sensational will to finish with the flush.
Duran sets the screen for Griffin. Pass to Duran. Stolen by Kessler. Inside. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Just simply overpowers the defense. Giannis flexing that near 7-foot frame.
The Grizzlies have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. And Memphis making a change here. Demons checked in.
Shooting 1.
That's good from Antetokounmpo. And GA, you know, some people argue that defense has declined in recent years. Would you agree?
I think mostly it's just harder to defend in today's game. You have to cover so much more ground, and with the lack of physicality, it just makes it more challenging.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Holiday, the pass to Vassell. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Well, with the way he moves, Vassell can be so deceptive with his shots, and he did well to draw the foul there.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And that one misses.
Well, when you watch Vassell, it's easy to see why scoring comes so natural to him.
And he sinks the second. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Pass to Allen from deep. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Now here's Griffin. Nothing on the board. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Vassell. The Nuggets with another miss.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
You know, Giannis just entered his 30s, coach, but he's already an all-timer.
He sure is, Kevin. Look, If his career ended now, this guy's still one of the best we've ever had in this league. Unfortunately for the rest of the league, he's still got a long way to go in his career, and they're going to have to deal with him for a long, long time.
You know, Stan, there are so many things to like about Giannis Antetokounmpo's game. What sticks out most for you?
Well, look, I think, Kevin, most fans are going to say what sticks out is the obvious, his size and his athletic ability. But to me, what really stands out is the energy and intensity he brings on a nightly basis, as much or more than any star in this league. You can count on him every night to play as hard as anyone on the floor.
From past the arc, and the Nuggets hit again from deep.
Well, offensively, Vassell is just relentless right now, and that energy is such a lift for his whole team.
Antetokounmpo against Griffin. 14 feet away. Giannis, no good. The Nuggets trail by 6. Oh, Griffin in position. It's thrown by Antetokounmpo to the inside. Tries from the block. There's McDaniels. Duren pulls it in. Duren's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Holiday. Down low. Vassell outside. Another 3 for Denver.
Well, this is Vassell's game. He can do that all day.
And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Now Allen. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Andrew Wiggins checked in for Walker Kessler. Kelly Oubre's checked in for Denver. And the Grizzlies with possession here. Here's Demon. He has yet to score. Here's Giannis. Giannis just too much inside.
And this is where you feed Giannis. The closer he is, the more dangerous he becomes.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Some changes for Memphis. Aaron Sharp, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo, and Matisse Thybulle subbed in for McDaniels. Big group substitution here for Denver. Diabate's checked in. Buzelis comes in for Devin Vassell. Isaiah Joe, he's checked in for Castle. Young is subbed in for Drew Holiday. Oubre passes to Joe. 6 to shoot. Here's Young. Up and in on the layup.
Well, such a creative finisher. Young will find a way, even with the defender all over him.
Allen outside. Nailed from three-point land. Allen's got 19 points.
That pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Now, here is Young. The rebound by Demon.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
Pass to Thybulle. Oubre with the steal. And now here's Oubre. Fast break chance. It's rebounded by Memphis. Here's Demon. No scoring in this one. Back to Allen. Jacks up a 3. Oubre pulls it in. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for Denver. 6-point game. The shot by Buzelis, no good. Memphis has gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Sharp, that's good. Sharp's got his first 2 points.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Pass to Oubre. Unloads from 13. Drained for 2 points.
Well, he's such a natural talent. Has all the skill needed to produce at a high level.
Now here's Allen. Hands it from downtown. Allen's got 22.
And this is Allen's go-to shot. Just a sensational shooter from the three-point line.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
All right, everyone. It's that time. Get up and get down for your ball club.
Quentin Grimes is checked in for the Grizzlies. LaMelo Ball comes in for Demon. .156 left in the first half of basketball. Pass to Diabate. They set the pick to the paint. 5 to shoot. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Diabate's got 11 points.
Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
Ball dishes to Wiggins. Sharp sets the pick for Wiggins. Looking for Sharp, and he gets it there.
Great find. Leading his teammate right to the bucket.
The Nuggets trail by 9. Pass to Buzelis. Here's Oubre. Now Buzelis. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. On its way from Young for 2. Here's Diabate. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. The Nuggets shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
Shooting for win. Diabate taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. Good on the second free throw. And the Grizzlies leading by 8. Outside, Ball. To the middle. Here's Wiggins. Lays it up and banks it in. Wiggins has got 7 points.
And this is why Wiggins has become an efficient scorer, doing a much better job with his shot quality, and loves now to attack inside.
Now, here is Young. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Ball. Young, no good. Wiggins surveying the floor. Pass to Grimes. Fires the three. And no good on the last second attempt this time. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Grizzlies lead by 10. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fans courtside level. They're thinking about the shot. It's all good. Give it up for our contestants.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Ray Allen really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Memphis leading by 10. Second half is underway, and here's who David Adelman's got on the floor. They've got Jalen Duren. Castle is out there with Holiday. And it's Griffin. And it's Vassell in at the small forward. It's tipped. Stolen by Kessler. Antetokounmpo finds Kessler. Memphis moving it around. On the wing, Giannis. Castle covering. Clock at 6. Giannis against Castle. And it's Giannis missing. And so it's Holiday with it. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. Trailing by 13. So stand here, we have one of the bright young centers in the NBA, Walker Kessler.
Look, start with this with Walker Kessler, Kevin. A great rim protector. You're just not going to get layups with Walker Kessler on the floor. Then he's an outstanding offensive rebounder, and he's got great hands, which makes him very effective as a roll man in the pick and roll.
And here is Vassell, following the three from Ray Allen. Pass to Castle. Duren sets the screen for Holiday. Another shot. Duren, no good.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
McDaniels kicks to Antetokounmpo. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Now, here's Vassell. 18 points for him. Allen with the ball. Pass to Demon. Back to Allen. Kessler, screen on Castle. Allen. Denver grabs the miss. Duren's got his 6th rebound on the night. It's Vassell on the wing. McDaniels defending. Now Vassell. Now Castle. Giannis grabs the miss. Memphis leading by 16. Pass to McDaniels. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Giannis has got 3 assists in the game. So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Oh, Griffin in position, and Griffin slams it in.
And you can put those alley-oop feeds as high as you need to when Griffin's on the receiving end. He'll pick it up off the top of the backboard if he has to.
Now here's McDaniel. Allen for 3. And the rebound goes to Griffin.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage.
And Duran slams it in.
Well, it's always a huge bonus when Duran has a scoring night like this.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Okay, well, the NBA is cutthroat. All-star Kevin Durant said, you've got to build up that dislike for guys that you're competing against, and you can't be friends while you're on the court. It's a dog-eat-dog world, especially when you're at the level of greatness. You don't want anybody to take that thing you've got. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Pass to Demon. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Kessler setting the pick for Giannis. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Jalen Duran.
And Kessler is a gigantic presence inside, which is why defenses sometimes elect to foul him.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Kessler.
And Kessler is just a steady, reliable big man. because he shoots a good percentage and defends the rim well.
LaMelo Ball, he's checked in for Memphis. That one is no good. The Nuggets trail by 16. Castle on the wing. Back to Griffin. Pass to Holiday. Holiday sets the pick for Vassell. 4 on the shot clock. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And Duran is right there. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Memphis. McDaniels outside. Pass the ball. To the paint. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Duran. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Wiggins is checked in. And Denver also making a switch. Buzelis is checked in. Shot clock at 2. Allen for the 3. The Grizzlies with another miss. The Nuggets trail by 14. Griffin passes to Holiday. Vassell outside. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Wiggins, and Wiggins throws it down.
And how about the slam from Wiggins, showing off some of that athleticism there.
You know, Wiggins affects the game, Coach, in a number of ways. And let's begin by talking about his defense.
Great place to start with Wiggins, Kevin, because I think that's the strength of his game. He is long. He can really move his feet. He's got great discipline and focus. And the biggest thing you can have in any defender, he's got great want to. This guy wants to go out and make it tough on the best players in the game.
The Nuggets trail by 13. Castle on the wing. Puts up a 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And stolen by Vassell. Here's Buzelis. Wiggins with the block.
His length gives Wiggins an advantage on the D. He can get his hand to shots that a lot of other players would not be able to impact.
Giannis charges in. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Memphis.
Well, they're shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You got to love that intensity.
And another difference maker for them has been their opportunistic defense. That they are really piling up the steals in this one.
Outside Holiday. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Antetokounmpo's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass the ball. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Ball. And the 3 off target. The Nuggets trail by 15. Buzelis with the ball. Now guarded by Ball. And here is Vassell. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
Yeah, that's just a lack of focus. Plays like that can really frustrate a coaching staff.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Sharps checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Quentin Grimes comes in for McDaniels. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Allen. And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
One more time for the Grizzlies defense team. Come on.
And here's Wiggins. 9 points in the game so far. On the wing, Wiggins. Sharp sets the pick for Wiggins. Pass to Sharp. Shot clock at 5. And the baseline jumper, no good.
And the winner's mentality Wiggins has is commendable. A hard worker who wants to keep improving.
Grizzlies had put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
Wiggins. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Wiggins. And both free throws good for Wiggins. The Nuggets trail by 17. Oubre, a screen on Ball. Oubre, left side. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Sharp's got his 5th rebound in this one. Rebound by the Nuggets. 1:35 left to play here in the third. Now, here is Young. Pass to Diabate. Back to Young. Shoots over Ball. Young, no good. Memphis leading by 17. Inside, Wiggins. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Kelly Oubre.
And this is encouraging. Wiggins looking committed to shooting and forcing the D to compromise.
And he can't get the first one. And the second free throw, good. We've got 1:13 left to play in the third. Down low, here's Buzelis. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play.
First personal foul.
It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins. The Nuggets have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
Whether he's off ball or on it, you just love what Buzelis brings to the floor.
Wiggins passes to Sharp. Now Buzelis. Young outside. He can't get it to go. Excellent D there from Ball. A nice shot by Young.
Well, Young is so tenacious that it balances out any of the size differential in the paint.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Demon, he's checked in for the Grizzlies.
Number 14, Eagle Demon.
Memphis leading by 13. Pass to Wiggins. Sharp sets the pick for Wiggins. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Wiggins has got 14 points.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
The Grizzlies have gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. Here's Demon. Still yet to score. Sharp with a screen on Young. In the corner, it's Wiggins. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies finding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. And we'll be back with you shortly. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And so it's Young who brings it up for Denver. Demon's out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then it's Jaden McDaniel. Then there's Walker Kessler. And it's Antetokounmpo in at the power forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And the Grizzlies leading by 15. Pass to Kessler, to the wing on the left. Duren against Giannis. And onto Tecumbo, slams it in.
And we see this often now from Giannis. His offensive repertoire has become so versatile.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo. Vassell, he's checked in for Denver. A free throw drops for Griffin.
And known for his explosiveness, Griffin also possesses that reliable jumper and is also a really good passer at that position.
Giannis a screen on Young to the inside. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Well, you can see why he's a go-to guy for them. They trust in his ability to shoulder the offensive load.
Young looking around. Inside. And Duren slams it in.
Yeah, you're not going to find too many floor generals better than Young.
And the Grizzlies leading by 14. Pass to Giannis. Now, here's Thibault. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. And that'll be his third foul so far. And the Nuggets making a change here. Holiday's checked in.
For the Nuggets, number 5, Drew Holiday.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. At the elbow, it's Antetokounmpo. And he banks in the layup. Giannis has got 12 points in just the second half.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Vassell, no good. For Memphis, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Timmon, that's good.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Castle misses. And the Grizzlies leading by 19. McDaniels finds Giannis. Thibault on the wing. Back to Giannis. Shot clock at 6. Lets it fly from 18. Denver grabs the miss. Duren's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Griffin passes to Vassell. Duren sets the screen for Vassell. Drops one in from the wing. Vassell's got 23 points.
And such a solid player. Devin Vassell is someone you can really trust. Gives you a bit of everything out from that wing position.
And let's go to the sideline for a report on LaMelo Ball. Allie, what have you heard there?
Thanks, guys. I did get some news from the Grizzlies' head athletic trainer. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. The good news from the training staff is that they do think he can play on it, so he won't have to miss minutes. Guys?
All right, Allie, thanks for that.
Yeah, he put so much effort into injury prevention in the NBA, but injuries are still going to happen. That's just the unfortunate part of the game. Tossing a pass to the interior, that's what you want to do. Get into the paint.
Pass to Duren. Here's Castle. From outside the arc. Rebound Giannis Antetokounmpo. And the Grizzlies leading by 19 points. Floats one up. He lays it in. Giannis has got 16 here in the second half.
And defensively, you hope you've accounted for everything. Then Giannis whips out the floater. Insane.
Now here's Griffin. Vassell finds Castle. Back to Vassell. Shoots over McDaniel. Vassell, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no airspace there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet more set on
on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
Ray Allen is checked in for Matisse Thybulle. Now, here's Duran. Here's Griffin, and Griffin slams it in.
Oh, man. Griffin is a monster around the rim.
Memphis leading by 19. Bounce pass onto Kumbo. Pass to Demon. Back to Allen. Here's Giannis. Here's McDaniels. Second chance shot. And Antetokounmpo lays it in. Antetokounmpo's got 12 now in this quarter.
Yeah, boy, the length of Giannis to get to the miss, and then the offensive ability to do damage afterward.
That one goes in.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
Back to Holiday. This one for three. Giannis grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Kessler setting the pick for Antetokounmpo. That's the Demon. There's the triple. Holiday with the defensive effort. Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
Now, here's Vassell. No good on the three.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Pass to Kessler. And here is Allen. McDaniels outside. Memphis moving that ball around. To the paint, and stolen by Vassell. To the middle, here's Holiday. Well-timed pass, and it goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Yeah, foul line down is where Holiday does a lot of his best work.
Timeout called by Coach Isolo. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. We've got a moment here. Let's present our player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. Now Kessler. Here's Demon. Giannis is double. Kessler passes to Antetokounmpo.
Well-placed pass in the hands of a guy ready to attack.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Stolen by Kessler. Here's Demon. Down low. And they double up on Antetokounmpo. 5 on the clock. Back to Kessler. Griffin with the steal.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Memphis.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, he was the reliable option for them on just about every possession. So dependable, always making the right decision.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Demon, defended by Young. Pass to Allen. Here's the three. And it's Griffin with the rebound. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Castle misses. Allen with it. Outside, out of the Kumbo. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline with our player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Giannis, an impressive performance. Talk about what this game showed you about your team.
This game was great. I think everybody came out ready. Everybody played great. We were moving the ball. We knocked down shots. But most importantly, we were playing great defense. But at the end of the day, it's just a win. We got to build off this. We got to go back to the gym, watch film, and get better.
It's just one piece of a greater goal. That's right. Thanks, Giannis.
As always, Allie, we appreciate it. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.